I'm like an hour early. Hello, everybody. Hello. Let me make sure my thing's on. Yes, it is. Okay. This is what you need to know. All signs, no clarifications. I'm early. That's okay. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We're going to start with Aries, move our way all the way down to Pisces. And let's get into it now. Okay. So, Aries, what you need to know. Aries, what you need to know. Ooh, Aries. One more. One more for Aries. All right. Aries. Overall energy for your reading is number 20, envy. Envy. And it is pertaining to number 13, a rich man, and number 31, a short illness. So there could be envy, jealousy pertaining to a rich man. I will tell you, flip the roles if need be. If you're like, oh, that sounds like somebody I'm dealing with, flip the roles or watch your sun, moon, rising Venus. But the envy, jealousy is pertaining to a rich man. And the short illness, I feel like, is coming from the energy of the envy, the jealousy, because when we hold on to things like that inside our internal system, it starts manifesting. I will also say that there could have been something preventing you from going towards something, going after something. It might have been given to somebody else because of some kind of a short illness. But we have a Page of Cups. Pages bring news. This is, frankly, I feel like you're meant to follow your heart, but I feel more than anything, that's so crazy. I said it's crazy because I'm working on the November monthlies. I just did your reading, and 2 of these cards are exactly what came out in your November monthly. Anyways, the Page of Cups, I feel like, as opposed to, it could be a romantic interest, possibly the rich man, but we have a 5 of Swords, which means that there's arguing, conflict, fighting. It could even be internal arguments taking place, and a Queen of Swords. Well, that is specifically Libra. It could pertain to the Libra season that we're still in up until the 21st, and or an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but it almost feels like the conflict or the arguing, the fighting is pertaining to an air sign. Now, this individual, I just feel like, well, I heard, can't we all get along, and then we need to play nice together. So it feels very much like there's some kind of a conflict pertaining to whether somebody maybe was dating you and another person, flirting with you and another person. There's something with an air sign, and I feel like the air sign is somebody who's cutting out the situation. They could be moving in a different direction. Because if you look at this, it's like she's not having it. She's not having it. There's gloating involved on some level. And your underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 5, attachment. Attachment, pertaining to number 28, expectations. So it is great to have expectations, especially when they're of higher mind. However, we don't ever want to be attached to a specific outcome, because when we're attached to a specific outcome and it doesn't happen, we can miss the goodness that's coming through, and things have a tendency to show up, which is in a way of least resistance, as opposed to maybe how we specifically saw it in our mind's eye. But there's an attachment to a false identity or a mask. We have the Eight of Cups, which means there is an emotional detachment taking place to seek the Nine of Cups, which would be emotional sovereignty and wish fulfillment, and a Three of Pentacles, which talks about going after some kind of creative endeavor, but needing to truly, hello, Leanne. You can't hear, but you're present. That's good. The Three of Pentacles, I feel like that's you need to play well with others. Aries, we have number 42. It's the wrong time. And community, we seem very aligned in a lot of ways. Let's find support within each other. There's something that you're being... you need to release the envy and the attachment energy, and there's something that you're expecting to be a certain kind of way, and it's going to be a little different than how you expected it. The energy itself is what is preventing things from coming in for you. All right, Aries, I'm going to shuffle and move on to Taurus. Right? Yes. Alrighty. All right. Taurus. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. There is no clarification today. This is what you need to know, Taurus. What you need to know. Ooh, you got the same card. Okay. Ooh, that's quite a few. All right, Taurus, what's going on here? What does Taurus need to know right now? Got a lot of cards. All right. Overall energy for your reading, Taurus, is number 34, door to personal healing and happiness. Patience, number 16, divine timing is at play. And number 8, indecision. So indecision is going to put a clog in any pipeline that you are trying to move towards. This is all pertaining to number 15, success in love. So there's healing, happiness, divine timing at play, a need to literally just kind of go with the flow. Don't push, control, manipulate. But there's an indecision that you're sat in, which is going to, again, create delays. We have a Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles tells me that you have wish fulfillment and you're going to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor, reap the rewards of the fruits of your labor. A windfall could be coming in as well. Three of Pentacles, all about collaboration, working well with others, and following your creative endeavors. And then we have the Fool card. Well, the Fool card is Aquarius, Aries, a new cycle beginning, taking a leap of faith, moving in a new direction. And then we have a Queen of Wands, which is interesting because you did get one of the cards that they did. You could be dealing with an Aries specifically, but it's Aries, Leo, Sag. It could just pertain to the energy. We will be moving into Sagittarius season. Not yet. Next month. First it's Scorpio. Then it's Sag. I have to think about that. The Queen of Wands is passion, drive, desire, action, forward momentum. And then we have a Death card. Transmutation. So for some of you, I feel like whomever this person that's coming in is meant to, unless you're just embodying the energy, which I feel like is the storyline regardless, you're meant to follow the energy of passion, drive, desire, taking action, forward momentum, believing in magic. Because now I'm hearing, do you believe in magic? The Death card, Scorpio energy, is transmutation. It's like you're shifting into something else, an ending, bringing a new beginning, out with the old, in with the new. In your underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 10, storm warning. I'd be careful with this fire sign. The reason being is the storm warning is pertaining to number 4, a meeting. And I feel like it's pertaining to this fire sign. There's going to be some kind of ghosted energy or feeling like you're left out in the cold with the 5 of Pentacles, and or this person, you might end up ghosting them. Frankly, I feel like you're the one that's cutting this off. As if this could be like a very chance encounter, comes in hot and heavy and fades out very quickly. I feel like inevitably whomever or whatever this person is, it's meant for, I heard they're here for a short time, not a long time. I feel like it's meant to build some kind of fire or growth, because we also have the 9 of Cups. So you've got the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is emotional sovereignty. It's also considered like a single card, but it's literally detaching from whatever this is. And whatever this is feels very much like there's a codependency, there's a lack mindset, there's something transpiring, and I feel like it's meant to light a fire underneath you. But don't get entangled in whatever or whoever this is, Taurus. You have the power to create the timing by taking action, number 34. Community, we seem very aligned in a lot of ways. Let's find support within each other. I feel like whoever this person is a catalyst and nothing more. I feel like it's a shove for you to move forward and get out of the indecision energy. All right. Other than that, if you stick around, it might get troublesome. Let's shuffle and move on to Gemini. Well, I feel like you might want to heed that, because it seems like whomever that person isn't meant to be some kind of a romantic, more so a catalyst than anything. Oh, it's so good to see you, Leanne. I feel like it's been forever. Forever. And I'm surprised that you made it, it being that I decided on a whim to go an hour early because it was pouring down rain and it said it was going to stop in like a half an hour. So I was like, well, let's go live now when it's pouring down rain. Oh, I'm backwards. So you were a whole day early. Okay. Where are we? Gemini. Gotta write my timestamps down. Gemini, what you need to know right now. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, your sun, your moon, your rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. This is for Gemini, what Gemini needs to know right now. All right. Gemini. Overall energy for your reading. We have number 26, hostilities. I feel like you stole that from Capricorn. They normally get that. But anyway, seriously. Gemini. In the energy of hostilities, anger, frustration, pertaining to number 23, the court. This could be a very specific message for somebody. So take it how it resonates. Always check your other placements. Frankly, I feel like there's an ending to some kind of a union. We have the Four of Wands here. And the reason I feel like it's some kind of an ending is because we have hostilities in the court. Unless it's that you're trying to get married and something isn't going your way. But I feel more so that we're talking about a union going awry, if you will. We have the Chariot, which is a really beautiful card, by the way. Cancer energy. We're talking about victory, success, and forward momentum from this union, or whatever your situation is regarding the union. However, we have the Seven of Swords, which... So the Seven of Swords is, in this instance, talking about deception, lying, self-deception even, manipulation, and the Eight of Swords, which is a self-imposed prison. So I don't know if you were lying to yourself pertaining to this, if you were doing the lying, or if somebody else was doing the lying. But again, this is, I heard rocky grounds, and I feel like a tower moment is coming. I feel like there's a major ending taking place, which the beautiful thing about endings is there's always a new beginning. When one door closes, a new one opens. However, underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. Number 31, door to value. Pertaining to number 32, grief and sorrow. This feels like a healing time for you. It feels like a time that through your grief and sorrow or hostility, anger, which you could be in right now to avoid feeling the pain of sadness or lack or whatever it is that's going on in your life. Through the grief and sorrow, it's opening your door to value. You're understanding your worth, which in turn, once you understand your worth, you call in an Ace of Pentacles, a windfall, financial, new opportunity, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And you take your power back. Gemini, you show up strong, King of Swords. So if you're the one that's being deceived or deceiving yourself, again, I feel like this is all playing out to allow you to understand your worth and your value, which is an internal job. People outside of you that step on your boundaries or make you feel worthless, they're a reflection of what you've got going on inside. So don't blame the messenger, as I always say. It's time to move forward. Number 7, and honesty. I will be truthful and transparent in all interactions, even when it may be difficult. So either you're the one that's going to be truthful, or this person is being truthful and it's difficult, and maybe you've been deceiving yourself. All right, I'm going to shuffle and we will move on. Oh, November. This could be playing out in November. Shuffle, move on to Cancer. Hello, Carmack. Well, you say 6 a.m. Apparently, Leanne logged in yesterday. I was just explaining, I went early because it was pouring down rain and I saw that it was going to stop in like 30 minutes. And I was like, well, I might as well go now. And that's the thing that stinks about setting a timer, because I'm a water sign. I'm a Pisces. I like to just go with the flow of when I feel it, not have some set in stone time. So all right, a couple more decks to shuffle and we will be on. Yes, we are still on for tomorrow at 4, right? 4 o'clock. I thought it was 4 o'clock. But yes. Yes, with bells on. Okay. Cancer. 21:30. Cancer. What you need to know right now. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements. Am I taking it? Yes. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. I will say, Cancer, that there is no clarification today. I am just doing a quick read. One more. Or one in general, I guess. Can I get one card? I can get 3 cards. Oh, Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Cancer, I feel like you're always dealing with a fire sign. Oh, da-da, da-da, da-da. Okay, Cancer. Overall energy for your reading is number 3, blossoming abundance. Beautiful energy. It's pertaining to number 26, big luck. You could have come into something that makes you feel incredibly lucky at this time. Blossoming abundance, cash flow, whatever the case may be. And number 28, expectation. And number 14, sad news. So I feel like for at least one of you, I need to tell you not to be waiting for the other shoe to drop, because you will end up creating that. However, I feel like the abundance could be coming in pertaining to the ending of a situation, hence the sad news. We have a King of Wands. Specifically, it is Sagittarius, but it's Aries, Leo, Sag. I feel like this is somebody you're dealing with, and I feel like this is what is coming to an end, a 10 of Pentacles. Some kind of a long-term foundation. It could be a job. I heard speaking engagement. And then I heard round table, like there's some kind of a meeting. You could be being let go, but I feel like whatever that is, it's allowing you to open up into something new. I heard severance package. This is getting very specific for a collective, but for some of you, it is a work situation that you've been at for a very long time. It was very stable, secure, and it's time to move on, and you are being given the pink slip. We have a 6 of Swords. This is you moving into emotional and mental calmer waters. It's a rite of passage. It's like feeling the feels and exiting the storm. And I feel like, again, that's the sad news, but that there's some good coming out of this. Again, there's an abundance and a feeling of prosperity coming through. In your underlying, we have number 31, door to value, pertaining to number 20, the house. Interesting. The house to me pertains to the mind. So you, I feel like inevitably are understanding your worth and your value, which in turn could be why you were being given the pink slip and it's time to move on. But I also feel like you could own a home of sorts where there is value in that piece of property. Things could be moving up in your favor at this time. We do have a King of Swords. So for me, you could be dealing with a Gemini specifically, but Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I feel like this is more you understanding, having clarity, focus, cutting out the people, places, and situations that don't serve you. But for some of you, you're emotionally detaching from an air sign as well. We have number 48, next full moon. Ooh, I wish I had my calendar, which is way over there. I can see it, but I'm not going to get up and get it. We have a full moon coming next month. So, between now and that next full moon. And then perspective. I value your opinion and would appreciate your unique approach to the situation. You could be seeking advice and or somebody is seeking your advice. So take that how it resonates. Right. I am going to shuffle and we will move on to Leo. I always start on time. It just may not be the time that I thought I was going to start. But even when I'm early, I'm on time. Just saying. I just realized how dusty my computer screen is. I should probably clean that mother trucker off. Oh my gosh, happy Friday, by the way, everybody. Happy Friday. It's Friday. How exciting is that? Does anybody have big, huge plans? Tell me your plans. Pumpkin patch, anybody? Ooh, pumpkin patch. If we were actually doing a live, Sean, I would tell everybody about it right now, but I don't think we are. But I will tell everybody about it really quick. Oh, interesting, Leanne. I'm going to be on Sean's podcast again. Is that part of my... Oh, it's ripping. The Unfiltered Amongst Friends. And I've been on it once. I left a link in the my comments section or community page section. But my sound was really off because I had an earpiece in and so it was super echoey. That won't happen this time. But not only am I going to be on it, my sister's coming on as a special guest as well. So that's super exciting. So we're doing it tomorrow, but it will be up. I'll let everybody know when it gets uploaded. So, all right. Leo. Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. All right. Leo, I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus. Cross watch for somebody you're dealing with. No clarifications today, just a quick message on what you need to expect. Oakley dokley, Leos. Well, overall energy is number 24, adjacent possibilities, and it is pertaining to number 15, success in love. I like that card. I'm going to show that one more time. It's interesting because I feel like it's like the doors have swung open to your romance, right? There's so many possibilities, endless possibilities when it comes to success in love, which tells me that regardless of what transpires, this love is going to be successful. Leo, we have a 6 of Wands, which is recognition, receiving some kind of accolades, being seen. It could even pertain to recognizing love when you see it, possibly with a Pisces. That is a King of Cups. King, Queen, it's not gender specific. It's feminine energy regardless. Even the King of Cups is feminine energy. Pisces energy, that is. Somebody who's highly intuitive, psychic, kind, caring, compassionate. I feel like this is somewhere where I heard love knows no bounds. Interesting. With the 10 of Swords, you know why I like the 10 of Swords showing up right here? Because I feel like you're putting away all previous ways of thinking and believing when it comes to love. Now, I don't know if you've ever met a Pisces before, water sign specifically Pisces, but Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But I feel like this is definitely a special kind of love. I will tell you. With the 10 of Swords, I feel like you're getting rid of your old ways of thinking, believing, and getting clarity and truth when it comes to your emotional sector. In the underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 47, the thinking woman, pertaining to number 30, legal matters. Interesting. Don't overthink, overanalyze when it comes to any kind of a legal situation. Allow your higher guidance to lead and guide you. I will tell you that there is going to be some kind of a breakthrough when it comes to some kind of a legal matter you're dealing with. And we have a 10 of Pentacles, which tells me that it's going to go in your favor. We have number 6. It's the right time to take action. And then we have goodbye. The moment has come to part ways. Our paths are diverging and it's time to let go. You know what I think is interesting is I almost feel like whatever's happening, whatever's happening in your underlying is with a different person. I feel like you might be ushering a situation out of your life and a new one coming in that's completely different. Because I'm getting a song. You got me twisted. I don't know who sings it. All I keep hearing is falling in love, so in love with you. So I don't know, but it feels like you're ending a situation and things are going in your favor. Not only that, but I feel like there's a new romance coming right in. Normally I would say don't jump right into something. Give yourself time. However, I feel like in this scenario, this is, you've been bit by the love bug. Maybe that's the name of the song. All right, I'm going to shuffle and we will move on to Virgo. Oh, I was going to tell you, Sean, also, if you have to send me a link to get in, I was thinking about joining through my laptop. So you'd either have to email it to me or text it to me and not do it through Facebook Messenger, because if you do it that way, I can't share it to anything. I can't click. Every time I try to save the link and put it on something else, like I tried last time, it automatically clicks on it. Like I can't snag the link. Okay, I'll give it to you. It's also all over my page, but I'll give it to you. Okay. I don't know, her setup might be different, but I'll get that. Did you figure out what the topic was? Okay, let's go to a Virgo. Virgo, what you need to know right now. Ooh, I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you're dealing with. Virgo. What do we have for Virgo? No clarifications, just a quick message. Ooh, Virgo. All right, Virgo. Overall energy. Number 29, the world. It should be a time of celebration because the cycle has come to an end, but I feel like you are feeling number 32, grief and sorrow. However, it could be an end to your grief and sorrow, an end to that cycle of, well, grief and sorrow. We have a 5 of Pentacles, which tells me that there was a situation where you were feeling less than, lacking. Possibly it was affecting your finances, feeling left out in the cold, ghosted, unworthy. We have a Hierophant, and I feel like the higher level of commitment, well, it's twofold. It could pertain to feeling that way in a higher level of commitment. However, I also feel like this is talking about you needing a higher level of commitment towards your spiritual practices, needing to maybe seek out some kind of spiritual guru, if you will. We have a 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. It feels almost as if you're not ready for things to come to fruition, things that you had planted in the past. It's kind of like the energy of somebody who's in, let's say somebody's in a relationship and they're like, oh, you know, my husband or wife does this and that and the other. It's like constant complaining, or work, right? You're at work and it's like, I always have to do everything and this job sucks and blah, blah, blah. And then out of the blue, you get dumped, divorced, or shit canned from your job, and it seems out of the blue, and you're like, what? Like all of a sudden, all this like sadness comes, and this wishing that, you know, like what happened? Why is this happening this way? It's because of the seeds that you planted. The thoughts that you think and the things that you say and the energy that you hold in any given day, at any given time, in any situation is what you're creating. So people get so thrown for a loop when they're like, I hate this life or this job or this, you know, car, this whatever. And it's always misery and sadness and sorrow and woe is me. And then shift hits the fan and they're like, oh, see, my life. Bleh. And it's like, no, you created that. So I feel like there is, I feel like it's twofold. I feel like for some of you, there's an end to your grief and sorrow. For others of you, I feel like you've created it, and you're not ready for what's to come, what's shifting and changing in your life, which frankly, depending on the energy that you are sat in could be more of the same until you make the realization and shift your vibration. The underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 44, woman holding a heart, pertaining to number 10, a journey. I feel like this journey is coming to an end. We have a Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight in the deck. I feel like there was grounded stability, loyalty, and I feel like this was a very long time coming. I feel like this was a long road, a long journey, and at the end of it, we have the Death card, transmutation. Endings bringing new beginnings. Now you have a choice at this point. You can either look at this with joy and happiness and get so excited for the good things that are coming into your life, or you can continue to be in the same energy and receive more of the same and get upset when you get the results. We have past. The weight of what happened between us still lingers. I'm not yet over our past. Safe space. I accept and respect you for who you are and ask only for the same in return. And number 46, by the end of the day. So, like I said, for some of you, you've already realized this and you are finally coming out of the grief and sorrow. You're shifting your energy. Things are finally changing. For others of you, you're just now going through it. So, I'm going to shuffle and move on to Libra, which is our midway point. All right, continue to shuffly. No, I'm sitting on a pillow. My knees are fine at the moment. Sometimes my ankles hurt, but then I just stretch my feet out. It's crisscross applesauce. I'm literally sitting crisscross applesauce. Which, if you know, you know. All right. Uh-oh. Did we lose Leanne right before her favorite sign? I think she was in a meeting. And you're only as old as you feel you are. I mean, I'm 46 and I can still sit crisscross applesauce. Woo! Leanne is still here. Yay, Leanne! Okay. Libra. Libra for Leanne. I'm just kidding. It's for Sean and Leanne and everybody else who's a Libra or has it in their chart. All right, Libra. I do give my... Happy birthday, Libras, by the way, still. I do give my feeling on the card along. There's something to do with a chart I'm getting. I do get my feeling along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you're dealing with. No clarifications today, Libra. Okay, so something to do with a chart. I don't know. Are we, and it feels like, well, I heard pie chart, but that's not what I was seeing. Like, I don't know, growth. Are we looking at growth, or are we looking at, like, I feel like somebody's making a chart. Is it to weigh pros and cons? Is it, I don't know. Interesting. All right. I'm going to move my foot now. Libra. Overall energy for this reading is number 46, the thinking man. Well, Libra, I feel like you are totally in your own element here with the thinking man. That would be your energy, of course. I do like that he holds a crystal because it feels, and the feathers coming out of his hat, which makes me feel like, actually kind of feels Aquarian to me, where we're thinking outside of the box. This is more of, just expansion. Pertaining to number 4, a meeting. Don't overthink and overanalyze. Follow your intuition and your heart. However, I will say we have the 3 of Wands, which is waiting for your opportunity, your ships to come in. And here they are, a 2 of Cups. So this could be romantic situation, especially with the 2 of Cups. And the 7 of Wands. Interesting, because it almost feels like you are defensive. Now, this could be other people putting their 2 cents in. It could be that you are so up in your own mind that you are creating scenarios in your own head pertaining to this meeting that are not accurate or true, but that it's taking you on these. Okay, I'm going to explain this real quick. I had to move some stuff because now that Sean had to mention the way I was sitting, now all of a sudden I need to move. Thanks a lot, Sean. I'm just kidding. He just brought my attention to it. So, what we think about, we bring about. So when you go into that mental space and argue with your own self, you're creating. There's an energy attached to our thoughts. We are all energy. That is what we are. Our thoughts are everything. It's energy. And then it plays out in the 3D. So it would behoove you to make sure that you're only thinking positive, uplifting thoughts, not what ifs or this is what I would say to so-and-so if they come up to me right now. Get out of that because you're creating it. So whatever this defensive energy is, I would like it if it was you defending yourself from the negative energy from self and others. But again, we're not clarifying. So you're going to have to know in your own, like, okay, I get it. Or nope, that's exactly what I'm doing. Underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 27, walking away. Pertaining to number 2, a main female. Either you're walking away from a main female or a main female is walking away from you. Now, this could be... this could literally be... I feel like there's an expectation of this on some level. We have a 6 of Wands. This is recognition. You could be receiving some kind of recognition or victory, success, maybe because you're the one walking away. It's bringing in a Wheel of Fortune, which Pisces Sag energy is all about a windfall coming in for you, things getting moving after a time of stagnancy. The recognition could be even a small level of fame, but again, this is happening in the underlying, meaning that the energy is already put forth towards it. The 4 of Swords is rest, rejuvenation, it's healing, it's meditation, it's receiving divine guidance and insight. I almost feel like you're walking away from whoever this person is, this Two of Cups. I don't know if you feel like you have to protect yourself from their energy. Well, then the pie chart came back. And then I saw somebody spin a wheel and I heard pin the tail on the donkey. So like you're blindfolded and trying to make some kind of something stick. Like were you blinded maybe to... It feels like something's out of desperation. This is transpiring around November, between now and November, which is not very long away. Not very long. Whatever, you get what I'm saying. Number 25. Ooh, number 15, January. Maybe it's between November and January. And then we have gossip. You'll be eager to hear this, but beware, what I say about others could easily be said about you. Maybe this person, number 7, it's time to move forward. I feel like you might have been waiting for an opportunity with this person, but I feel like you're inevitably walking away, and or they're walking away from you. Take it how it resonates. Things seem to open up once this meeting moves in its own direction, separate directions. All right, I'm going to shuffle and we'll move on to Scorpio. I don't know why I have it reversed. Well, you can't see it, but I can see it. I put Sag before Scorpio for some reason. Anyways, we're going into Scorpio. Promised sunshine in 30 minutes and it has been almost an hour. I do not see no sunshine. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Just kidding. Clearly I'm not kidding. That was my real singy voice. You should hear me do karaoke. It sounds really good if you've had a lot to drink. And I haven't. It's alright, I don't drink. I don't drink. Okay, this song could actually be for Scorpio. I gotta switch these because I'm gonna do it. I'll keep saying the wrong one. Alrighty, let us timestamp Scorpio. Scorpio, I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, your sun, your moon, your rising, holy bananas, your Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you're dealing with. I was getting the song during the shuffling, Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone, and it continued on. In fact, it's still playing. So there could be you yearning for somebody. Yearning for, ooh, goodness. Yearning for somebody. Oh my. Okay. Scorpio. I just found a white feather. Anyway, Scorpio, overall energy for your reading, number 7, community. Pertaining to number 1, main male in the reverse. There could be an energy of community surrounding you, maybe some girl time. I feel like main male in the reverse is telling me that if you're a man, you're no longer the main male in somebody's life. And or if you're a woman, you no longer have a main male in your life. But I feel like we're talking about spending more time in the community, whether it's your community of friends, your work friends, going out to your local community events. It's like there's something very, well, there ain't no sunshine when she's gone, right? So somebody's maybe drowning their sorrows over drinking, maybe, especially because I was just talking about drinking and karaoke. The 4 of Cups, there was some form of rejection. And I feel like somebody's focusing on the things that just weren't going right for them. We have a Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. So this ending, this rejection, this closing out that's transpiring was a long time coming. It was almost like I'm almost feeling the energy of, oh, we got to stick it out for the kids kind of energy. Like nobody wants to, address the elephant in the room kind of energy. We have the World card. Yeah, there's a closing out of this cycle. It's done. Slow burn is what I'm hearing. The World card, Aquarius, Capricorn energy, the ending of this cycle, ending of the old. But we do have the Moon, Cancer energy, which is very fitting for Scorpio because the Moon is all about hidden secrets, fears, things that I heard go bump in the night. I feel very much like there's soul searching taking place. And for some of you, you're going to go through the dark night of the soul. For some of you, it's almost like needing to face the fears of what just became reality, something that maybe you were trying to prevent or didn't want to transpire, Scorpio. But after you move through the fears, well, that's when the goodness comes. And your underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. Number 28, victory. Pertaining to, number 28, expectation. So we have 28 and 28. You could be seeing literally 28, 28. You could be seeing 10, 10. But victory, success, and forward momentum pertaining to your expectations. That's interesting because in your underlying, I feel like, I almost feel like this is seriously something that you've wanted for a long time, even though in essence you were trying to prevent it. We have a 7 of Swords, strategy, to the 2 of Wands. So in your underlying energy, there's been a strategy towards, this is to me the minor arcana of the World card, towards turning your back on the old and moving forward. Passion, drive, desire. I heard taking the bull by the horns. Yeah, I really don't see a whole lot of sorrow or sadness. You could even be the one that is putting an end to this. Interesting. Number 42, it's the wrong time. Number 14, next winter. Well, if you're here in the U.S., at least that's coming very soon. Number 20, June. There's could be something that started in June. And number 28, 9 months from now. Ooh, what month are we in? That would make it roughly July. Maybe this is something that's going to transpire around June or July or play out over that time frame from winter time to, maybe it's not now. Maybe it's from winter and 9 months. I mean, Date. I like you and I would love to get together to learn more about you. It's the wrong time. Like, that's kind of what I'm feeling. So, wow, take that how it resonates. I definitely feel like I feel like that's your plan. And to have victory, success, that's your expectation. I don't think this is something that you're sad about at all. They might be. Or maybe it was for you to get them to move. Although the song feels kind of sad, but interesting. You'll have to take it how it resonates. I'm going to shuffle and we will move on to Sagittarius. La la la. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Did I lose Sean? Maybe he actually had to go back to work. Leon's still here. You know who else I haven't seen in a while? Vicky. Although I just started doing lives again, so it's not like, it's not like I've been here religiously and not seen people. Ooh, Sagittarius. That's so funny because I almost just skipped Saggy and went straight to Cappy. Sagittarius. Ooh, what you need to expect, or what you should expect, what you need to know. Saggy, I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, and or cross-watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Sagittarius. Interesting. Feeling a little bit under the weather, are we? Going through a spiritual winter internalizing things, feeling the need to be a little bit of a recluse. Sag. Sagittarius, overall energy. We have yin energy, number 22, and it's pertaining to number 31, short illness. Again, yin energy always makes me think of the hermit, which is interesting because it does pop out, and we'll get into that in a minute. But it's, I'm like trying to do it in my fingers. It wasn't working. It's a spiritual winter. It's internalizing. It's kind of like breaking away from your normal whatever and kind of hanging out at home. And you're under your blankie. Sometimes illnesses come about for us to take a break. Because like we need to just internalize, go within. We have a judgment card, Scorpio energy. And this is a final judgment. It's about surrendering and moving in a new direction. It does sometimes talk about somebody coming back around, but I feel like more than anything, and you have actually a few major arcanas here, I feel like there's a final judgment pertaining to a soulmate connection, the Lovers. Now, again, this person could have come back around. Maybe you haven't been in contact with them for some time, but either way, the final judgment is surrendering and moving in a new direction. And it's not going to be, in essence, well, let's see. We have the Two of Wands in the reverse. The Two of Wands in the reverse tells me that there's no forward momentum. There's no passion, drive, and moving into a new cycle. It tells me that when it comes to this person, whoever this soulmate is, there is a letting go. Whether they're the ones doing it or you're the ones doing it. In essence, the yin energy, a time to go inward. I will tell you, in your underlying, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 49, Angel of Love. And it's interesting because we have number 29, the World card, which is the ending of a cycle. I feel like pertaining to number 13, a rich man, doesn't have to be necessarily financially rich, but they could be on some level. Whatever this is coming to an end with whoever this soulmate is. Soulmates aren't always meant to walk our entire path with us. Sometimes it's only for a season, 5-10 years, a week. Sometimes it's a lifetime, but this feels very much like this is coming to an end. We have a Queen of Wands, Sag, that's your energy. And we have a King of Pentacles, which is specifically Virgo. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Queen of Wands, specifically Aries, but it's Aries, Leo, Sag. I feel like that's you. The King of Pentacles, Virgo specifically, but it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like that's who you're most likely dealing with. And then we have a Hermit, which tells me that there is a situation where somebody is detaching, going within, going it alone. When you think about the Hermit, it's kind of like, well, think about if you've ever had a hermit in your neighborhood, like somebody that you never see, somebody that's, half the time you're like, are they even alive? Does anybody even live there? It's that energy. Somebody who recluses, goes within, really does some kind of work. And frankly, it feels like it's you because it's in your energy, but it could be the soulmate. It could be the person you're dealing with, or you're both going your separate directions. I feel like you're finally understanding and desiring to find your wish fulfillment, what passionately drives you, what your true north node is, the star Aquarius energy. I feel like you're the one going within. Again, you both could be going within, but whatever the situation is, it is going to cease to move forward. I feel like it's run its course. Number 3, next couple of weeks. Number 33, tomorrow looks promising. You could be seeing 333, my favorite lucky number. Good things come in threes. Number 19, May. So it could have been something that started in May and has played out or is going to go from now until May. Chaos. I'm a magnet for trouble. It's not my fault. I leave a trail of mayhem behind me. This could be the person that you're dealing with. We also have frustrated. I'm irritated with what I can't control and want you to feel as badly as I do. That could be you. And then finally, I'm sorry, I feel terrible about what I did and owe you an apology. So, Sag, that's what I have for you. I'm going to shuffle and move on to Capricorn. And then we have Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces left. There are a lot of endings, but you know what's interesting? I feel like with the eclipses that just took place, because they're in the nodes, they're the nodes of fate, destiny, course correction, that there are a lot of endings for those who don't willingly recognize their path and are like, oh gosh, this is my path, I'm moving in this direction. Every year, I will during the eclipse season, there are a lot of endings, a lot of finalities, whether it's in business, friendships, relationships, things of that nature. Hi, May. Final shuffle, and we will move into late Capricorn. That looks like a donkey. Is it a goat? Oh, I'm sorry. It's super cute. It's like this tiny on my screen, so I can't really see what it is, but it's cute. Okay. Oh, wait, I guess I could pull it up on this one, on my phone. Oh, that's weird. On here, it looks like a dog. Okay, Capricorn. Where's our time here? Capricorn. All right, Cappy, I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Capricorn. There is no clarifications. I am just reading a quick okay. Okay. I feel like you might have some kind of an awakening because I'm getting the song, I saw the sign and it opened up my... Okay. So, let me crisscross applesauce myself here and get all ready for the juiciness. Capricorn. Overall energy is number 12, the templed path. You are on your templed path, and frankly, it's pertaining to number 15, success and love in the reverse. I feel like if you're currently in a situation, like, of course, Leanne was like, oh, yeah, there's a lot of endings, and here we go. Here we go again. First and foremost, you're on your templed path. That's the energy you're walking, which is beautiful energy. You're about to begin a brand new cycle. The Fool card, Aquarius, Aries energy. Oh, look at you with your little dog, all excited, ready to go. But if you're in a current situationship, it's not part of the path. It's not part of the plan. It does not mean that a successful love story isn't meant to be on your templed path. What it's saying is whatever situation you're in right now is not successful. And I keep hearing situationship. So take that how it resonates. It's not successful. And you're starting a new journey. We have the Page of Pentacles. Pages bring news. Some kind of opportunities coming in for you. I heard stay the course. And then I heard write the lyrics. Maybe some of you are songwriters or poets. But I also feel like write the lyrics could talk about it's journaling. Like what it is that you desire, your truth. Not, I don't want this, but, oh, this life, this perfect, this. We have a 5 of Swords. There is some conflict coming in for you, whether it's in your own mind, where it's like, oh, I know this probably isn't best for me, but I can do it anyways. Like, whatever it is, there's some kind of conflict back and forth that needs to be worked through pertaining to this new opportunity. There's people you can't bring with you. We have number 13, financial constraints in your underlying, which is happening beneath the surface. So the financial constraints is far more than financial constraints. When it hits financial constraints, it means that you've allowed these thoughts to go for so long that it is currently affecting your 3D reality. So this feels more like a pattern and a belief system that needs to be nipped in the bud. This is a failure to understand your value and your worth, imposter syndrome for some of you, codependency, a feeling of being left out in the cold, not good enough, unworthy. This is a need to turn into self-love. It's pertaining to number 29, a prison. So frankly, you could have put yourself in a self-imposed prison, this cycle of thought, this belief pattern, this system. And it would make sense that if you're in that energy, that's why this is no good. And it would be because if you're not fully aware of who you are and what you are and your value and your worth, you're not attracting all that good stuff. You're attracting this in the form of other people, places, and situations. We do have the sun. I love the sun. It is the happiest card in the deck. It's happiness, joy, success, abundance, prosperity. In this situation, I feel like it's highlighting the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is recognition. I feel like it's highlighting the recognition, the clarity and truth that what you're receiving is a direct link to your self-imposed prison, the Eight of Swords. What you think about, you bring about. The energy that you are embodying is what you're creating. And then we have the Hanged Man. Well, that's when it all changes. The Hanged Man is Pisces energy. It's allowing yourself to see a new perspective, gain a new perspective, see things for what they truly are. Number 51, by the end of the week. So this shift is taking place very quickly. We have collaborate. We are aligned in our purposes. Let's combine forces and help each other succeed. You could be calling in somebody that is going to work through this with you. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. All right, Capricorn, that is what I have for you. We are going to move into Aquarius. I hear what song a lot? Because I channel through music a lot and it's a message. It's not necessarily the song. Yeah. So when it comes to channeling or receiving guidance, you get symbolism, right? And so I always talk to people about, well, anybody who's curious about their spiritual gifts. If you're receiving something, sometimes you hear phrases, like I'll hear music a lot, which again is symbolic. It doesn't mean that specific song, but it's a symbol, no different than if I were channeling a deceased person, it might show me a rose, a red rose, because maybe I correlate red roses to death. Whereas somebody else might see a red rose and that would be their symbolism for love. Spirit has a tendency to give a lot of symbolism. And like I said, I channel a lot through music. And so I do tend to get a lot of the same songs because there's a meaning behind them for me to transfer to whomever it is that is meant to receive it. Well, good. All right. Aquarius. Aquarius, I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, and or cross watch for somebody, my nose is itching, that you are dealing with. Aquarius. Well, that's interesting. Aquarius, overall energy for your reading is number 11, cornucopia. Well, that's like all that in a bag of chips. Pertaining to number 15, success in love. So Aquarius, you are feeling like your cup runneth over. You are successful in love, or at least in love. We do have the Five of Wands, and it's interesting because I feel like there could have been some drama, some chaos, some disruption around this situation. But I feel like inevitably you put forth the work, energy, and effort towards most likely a Queen of Cups. This is specifically Cancer, but it's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So Aquarius, it's some kind of a water sign that I feel like you were willing to put forth the work, energy, and effort to, well, have success in love, have that cornucopia, feel the goodness, the love, right? This Queen of Cups is somebody who is highly intuitive. They are very emotional. They feel their way through emotions. Underlying, well, they're kind, caring, and compassionate as well. Underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, is number 14, caring connection. And it is pertaining to number 10, a journey, which I feel like is something new starting out for you. And then number 35, a long road. So I feel like this journey is going to lead into a very long, fulfilling, successful relationship with said water sign. We have an Ace of Swords, a new way of thinking, clarity, truth coming through for you. Also divine guidance, receiving intuitive hits, things of that nature. I feel like the truth will set you free when it comes to this situation. Honesty, focus on the future. Number 9, have faith. Divine timing is at play. And meddler, I may step in and try to influence or control your life. I'm certain I know best. I feel like that's the chaos. Some outsider that is meddling in your affairs. Be it friends, family, like whatever the case is. The Five of Wands is drama, chaos, outsiders, kind of, it also does talk about energy leak, but I feel like you're forward focused. I don't feel like you're really dabbling in the out external energies. All right. That was quick, Aquarius. We are going to shuffle and move into Pisces. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Alrighty. I said that. I still have several shuffles to do. Happy Friday. Hopefully you guys have something fun to do this weekend. I don't know. Even doing chores can be fun. Well, you've already screwed your manifestation up. Just by the words. Just by the words. You've already put a little wrench in your wheel. All right, Pisces at 125.30. Lastly but not leastly, the Pisces. Pisces, I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Whew. Pisces. Well, no clarifications. I feel like you might be being asked to break out of a mold, a routine, something that might make you feel like there's a rush or you're needing to switch something up quickly. Okay. All right, Pisces. Overall energy, you had 3 pop out, so take it how it resonates. Maybe it's all, maybe it's just one, take it how it resonates. We have number 38, 4th chakra archangel Raphael. Number 17, action. And number 18, anxiety. So this is your love, compassion, self-acceptance. I feel like you are really needing to expand and open your heart. Follow your heart guidance, if you will. Do what it is that you love. But you're being called to take action on some heartfelt desire. And I feel like it's giving you anxiety. We have number 35, long road in the reverse, which tells me, yeah, something came in quick. It's like the shift or get off the pot energy. It's here, it's now, it's time to go. Which, feels very kind of Aries energy, not so. Pisces are like, oh yeah, we'll get there when we get there, floating around in our little swimmy hole. It's like you're being chucked in the moving river, and it's like, you gotta go. Like, it's time. Something's coming in or has come in very quickly. We have the Sun card. Happiest card in the deck. This is joy, happiness, abundance, prosperity, creativity, and the 10 of Pentacles. Well, this is some long-term, 10 of Pentacles is prosperity, abundance, grounded stability. It could be that this is something that you're seeking or highlighting something that you're seeking. But I also feel like the 10 of Pentacles, because it's a 10, is an ending. So there could be an Ace of Pentacles, like this has come to an end. Here's your ace. Like, you got to shift or get off the pot. We do have a Wheel of Fortune. Pisces Sag energy. This is things getting moving after a seeming time of stagnancy. Like, bam, here it is. Windfall. Good things coming your way. In the underlying energy, which is happening beneath, like, I feel panicky almost. Like, oh, we gotta go. Underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. Number 2, journey. Yeah, it's here. It's now. This taking a leap of faith. And it's got number 9, a change. Again, feels very much like forward momentum, movement, taking action. So there is definitely, it's time to go. Like, I just feel it's time to go. So I don't know if you're being presented with something or something's coming. We'll try to get a timing card. We have a 9 of Pentacles. Wish fulfillment, reaping the rewards of the fruits of your labor, and an 8 of Wands. And it literally seems to come in out of nowhere. Like, quick, here it is. Bam. Oh, wait, my cards are up here. Number 39, it's in the future. And sage advice. My wisdom is rooted in experience. I can offer a fresh perspective. So That's interesting because unless you're in the anxiety energy because you feel like you want it right here and right now, maybe that's the anxiety. Like, it needs to happen right here, right now. Maybe you are not being patient. But it feels like literally it's coming in out of nowhere. Sage advice, you could be seeking out a sage or needing to go within to find guidance. It could even be you offering some kind of advice. We do also have number 19, May. I don't feel like that's super, like that feels more in the future. Interesting, because I'm feeling like it's here now. But that could be your anxiety. I don't know, Pisces, take it how it resonates. All right. My sun didn't really come out. I mean, it's a little bit brighty out there, but it's behind a cloud. A rainy cloud. Anybody? Anything? Nothing? Nobody's got nothing to say? Be careful, Leanne, at your thing that you're doing this weekend. Maybe I'll head in that direction. Although that is not a place that I hang out in. I know you work out there, but anyways, be careful for bad actors, Leanne. You never know. It's not really, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it's like where you're at, but I wouldn't, well, I would never go to one of those anyway, but I definitely wouldn't do it here in Seattle, ever. That's when people get a little out of control. But also, I think we're on the other side of the political scale when it comes to that. But to each their own. I just want you to be safe and, pay attention to your surroundings and things like that. Follow your intuition, of course. Yeah. All those good stuffs, because I don't want anybody to ever be in an icky situation. Although you're a grown-ass woman, I'm sure you can take care of yourself. But maybe it's my age. My age is like, no, I won't go out. I don't even go out anyway. To the woods. Yes, I go to the woods. And I stay out of the cities. All right, guys. I super appreciate you all. Thank you, Leanne, for doing my moderator business. You're amazing. I'm sending the love to the Leanne. And I've missed everybody. This is only my second time back consistently since I left like a month ago. But we just lowered the price on the house, so we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, I have a feeling. I got a feeling when it's going to happen, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. That being said, I will see you all very soon. Sean, I will see you tomorrow at 4. I'll send you my email, and I'll get my sister's email as well to you. All right. Peace out, home skillies. Peace out.